Hi, everyone out there. Well, I wanted to share with you another excerpt from my latest book in the Struggles of the Women Folk series. The book is called Another Bump in the Road. And I just recently found out that this book has won 2 awards through the Florida Authors and Publishing Association. This will be 2018 awards. I'm not sure of the exact award that has been given to these books because the ceremony for the awards hasn't occurred yet, but I have been notified that this particular book, Another Bump in the Road, will win in the short story category and also in the adult historical fiction category. So I thought I'd use this opportunity to share that information with you and read another excerpt from the book that I hope will ignite your interest in maybe going out and making a purchase of this book and maybe the other 2 in the series. The first one being Struggles of the Women Folk and book 2, Tethered Angel. So here we go, a reading from Another Bump in the Road. Red's face was covered with blood. Mitchell and Jones ran to Red's defense while Pamela and Adams, horrified, stood frozen in shock. The crowd seemed to grow larger as Mitchell and Jones disappeared in it. For a split second, Red's and Pamela locked eyes on one another. "Run, ma'am. You must run now." Pamela heard Red's voice, and Adams, seeing a small window of opportunity, grabbed Pamela's hand and ran into the darkness, both afraid to look back into the direction of the mob. Finally, they stopped to catch their breath beside an abandoned car on the southbound side of Interstate 95. It seemed impossible that they could run that fast and that hard without collapsing. But when fear kicks in, all things are possible. Pamela had always been a good runner. It was one of the few ways that she could get free of Auntie Grace. "I ain't your damn chauffeur, Miss High and Mighty," Auntie Grace would often say whenever Pamela asked for a ride anywhere. So Pamela was accustomed to walking or running anywhere that she went, regardless of the weather conditions. Specialist Adams, on the other hand, had struggled the whole time that she was in basic training. She could shoot the fly off of a gnat's ass, but she couldn't run worth shit, as her drill sergeant constantly reminded her, nicknaming her non-running ass Adams. It felt like a blessing from God himself when Pamela tugged at the door handle on the front passenger side of the abandoned car and it opened. Still out of breath, they looked at each other and fell to the ground in exhaustion and disbelief at their good fortune. Adams jumped in the driver's seat, read the gas meter indicating that the car was half full, and immediately pulled the wires to hot start the car. The engine was just about to turn over when the lights came on in the house across the street, flooding the car with light, and the dog started barking. "Get the hell out of my car!" a man yelled from the window. Seconds later, the biggest dog Pamela had ever seen was racing towards them, growling and barking, with his hair standing up on his back. You don't have to be from the South to know that this was not a good sign. "Lock your door!" Pamela screamed, but it was too late. The beast had already locked his jaw down on Adam's shoulder and was pulling her out of the car as the engine turned over. "Go!" Adams screamed. "Go!" she screamed again as she tried her best to fight a losing battle against the beast who was now dragging her limp, bloody body away like a rag doll. Pamela and Adams locked eyes for just 1 second. It was a moment that Pamela would never forget, as she was sure she read Adams' mind just as she had Red's. "You must go. There's nothing you can do to help me. Survive, no matter what." Unaware of where she was going, with no driving experience under her belt, Pamela made her way down the interstate, following the car's navigation system to a destination she knew nothing about. "Warning, your fuel tank will be empty in approximately 40 minutes, said the pleasant female voice just before the red fuel light came on. It was 3 a.m. Pamela was alone and without a plan once again. So I hope you have enjoyed this short excerpt. And if you have and would like to hear more of the story, please go to my website, www.authortmbrown.com, or you can find my books on Amazon.com. Just look for my author name, T.M. Brown, or search on one of the titles of my books. And this particular excerpt, again, is from my latest award-winning book, 2018 Florida Author and Publishing Association award-winning book, Another Bump in the Road. Have you guys a great day. Talk to you soon.